Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to start a new little vlog just for the next 3 days. I have a list in front of me of what I want to read. So I was looking through my books this morning and I realized I have a lot of Christmas books, but they're almost all novellas. There's quite a few of them. So I wrote them down, and whichever ones I can get to, I get to. If I don't get to all of them, I don't get to all of them. The one that's the longest is I Really Can't Stay by A.R. Rose. That one is 290 pages, but the rest are all less than 200 pages. So I have Christmas Cruck by Serena Peer. It's a dark romance novella. I really feel like I'm going to like that one. It looks like it's like a Krampus type of style book. That one seems interesting. And then also from Serena Peer, I have Santa's Coming, which is the from the High Five novella series. That one looks kind of like silly doofy with her sitting on Santa's lap. I thought that was funny. So I want to read that one. And then Christmas in Kentbury, which I keep saying, like writing down Kentucky. It's Kentbury by Claudia Bergoa. I don't know. It's the first one in the Kentbury Tales, and it looks just like a little holiday novella. If I get all four of these done, I still have more, holiday novellas to read. So I'll start those. But these are really the four that I'm going to try to finish in these next 3 days. They're pretty short, so we'll see. But right now, that is what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go start Christmas Cruck. Hey, so my book of the month books finally came in. They came in really late. I ordered them, I think, on the last day of the month, and it was supposed to be here the 5th or 6th, and it's now the 12th. And they told me if I don't get them by the 16th, I need to notify them, but I just got them in. So I wanted to show you what I got, what I ordered. Let's see. I'm so excited. The Rebel and the Rose. I'm so excited that I can finally do my reread of The Dagger and the Flame. Oh my God. I really do like this series, and I like the art back here. Killer, lover, enemy. She would save him too, whether he liked it or not. Especially with how it ended. I need to read that. I'm going to leave that there. And the next one I got, which I'm so excited for this one too. Good Spirits by B.K. Borison. It's got glitter on it. It's like embossed. That is so cool. I am really excited for this one. I do like B.K. Borison. So, this one's dual POV. It's got Harriet and let's see, Nolan. Oh, I like the little art that is with it too. But yeah, so I got my book of the month books in, and I accidentally put like the wrapping on there. So there's wrapping right here to wrap one of the books, but I'm not gonna do that. I'll just keep that. That is a cute bookmark with the glitter. There's glitter on the snowflakes. That is so cute. It is for sure going to have to be in this book. I am so excited for this one. Like, I can't wait to read it. But yeah, so I'm so glad I got my books in. This one is a lot bigger. This one's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be, but yeah, I am so excited. But yeah, I haven't started Krampus Cruck yet. I just got like my sourdough started going because I only have enough flour to make one bread. Like, I do not have enough flour to make two. And I purposely made sure I didn't have enough starter to make more than one because I didn't want it to go bad. So I have my one loaf I'm doing. I had to make a little tiny video, which I'll probably put it like up in here right now. My cousin does our Christmas video every year of like the year for our entire family, and we always watch it on Christmas Eve. And now she does it to where at the end, she adds something to it that we all have to help with. Like, we all have to partake. So last year we did passing the phone to, and then you say, like I said, somebody that I think could be president someday, and it went to one of my cousins. And then he went on, and it went through the entire family. It was really cool to do. So this year she made us do the whole foot thing and showing what we do for a living and then put it out. And I'm like, I'm a stay-at-home mom and I read, but I bake bread. So that'll be easier to do the video on. So I did that. And my son was so excited to sit on the counter and do it with me. Like he was so excited. But tomorrow we got to go and do my daughter's. So I'm really excited. I don't know how my husband's going to do his because I mean, he works in a prison. So, and you can't have a phone. So don't know how that's going to work. And I was asking this morning, he kind of looked at me like, yeah, I didn't put that together that I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'm like, well, we'll see. Guys, I'm unwell. I don't know how to rate this book. I'm at a loss for words, and that's not very common for me. Like I don't know what to say. Um I finished Krampus Kruk by Serena Peer. I have never read a book with this big of an age gap in my life. The FMC Morgan is 29. The MMC I don't know how to say his name. I'm going to call him Krampus because that's what she called him at some point. I can't say his name. It's like a Swedish name. I don't know. He's 64. 29 to 64. That's a big gap. Like a very big gap. I can't get over it. I can't. It is spice. Like there's no spice. I mean, this guy's 64. How he's doing this without hurting himself is beyond me. She is a brat to him a lot. She calls him Santa because he's got white hair, but she goes home with him and lots of things happen. This is 120 pages of just angst and tension and desire and between a 64-year-old and a 29-year-old. Literally, all three of his sons are older than her. They're all older than her. So oh my God, I don't know what I'm going to rate this. I honestly don't know. If I could give this 10 chilies, I would, because this is one of the spiciest books I have ever read, especially with that big of an age gap. I think my biggest age gap besides this is 11 years. This is a really big age gap. Like, this is nuts. Like, I cannot wrap my head around the age gap and how down hard he was for her. They were spent one night together and then immediately they're in Belize and he's just, I want to do everything. I want to take care of you. You know, I don't want you to work because I probably only have 5 good years left in me. So we have to, you know, take the 5 years. We need to do this every day for 5 years because this is probably all I have left. I'm like, what? And the only reason why she called him Krampus is because she kept calling him Santa. He goes, I'm more like Krampus, and she didn't know what that was. So he explained it, and so she called him Krampus. But that's it. But the Kruk part is his last name. Like, that's his actual last name. So it's Krampus Kruk or Kirk or whatever the frick the cover is. I can't process. I don't even know what book I'm going to pick up next. Like, I think I need like an hour or two without reading because I am flabbergasted. I am out of words. I don't know what to say right now. Hopefully at the end of this vlog, I'll have a better wrap around. I can't. I did my TikTok too, and the whole time I'm like giggling because I'm like, what did I read? Like, what? Hey, so I'm going to close out my vlog, but I'm going to talk to you about the books I read because I did read all 4 of the books I wanted to read. It's only Sunday morning, but I don't want to add another book into this. I don't want to be reading like 5 books in 3 days. Because yes, you know, 3 of them are novellas, but I don't want to add another book because I don't really want to read a Christmas book right now. So we're just going to end this vlog and start the next one. So I'm going to go over everything I read. So Friday, I read Krampus Kruk by Serena Peer. I still am flabbergasted by this book. This still shocked me. I was hanging out with my family yesterday, and some of them are readers. So I mentioned it, and they looked at me like I was insane. I was like, I feel like I'm insane, but I still can't stop thinking about it. So it's like I had to give it 4 stars and 5 stars. Like, it did have a lot of growth. I think the part that weirded me out was the age gap. I've never read an age gap that large before, and it just like really threw me for a loop. I don't know. I feel like we could have gone about it a different way. It didn't have to be that big of an age gap, but it was a very large age gap. But you're following Morgan, which she's 29. And then the guy, I don't know how to say his name, Piotr? I don't know. It had the definition in there, but I still couldn't get it. So I'm just going to call him Krampus because she starts joking, calling him Krampus in the book. And he's 64. That's 35 years. That's a big age gap. So it was crazy, but it's like a dark romance. I thought with the cover it would be like a romanticy, like paranormally type of book. It is not. It is just people. He used to be in the mafia. He's no longer in the mafia. He's trying to make sure she's not trying to get information from him because he was in the mafia. So it's like a whole thing. But I liked their growth together. Yes, it's like one day. They only know each other one day, but she opens up to him. He opens up to her. It is very spicy. I I still can't get over this damn book. I can't. Wow, wow. Then I read Christmas in Canterbury by Claudia Bergoa. This one is Landon and Knightley, and it's like a friends to lovers, small town romance, situation. It did take me 2 days to read it, but that's because I finished Krampus Kruk, and then I just started that one. And this one, it kind of bothered me a little bit. It wasn't like the best. Um, it just they've both liked each other for years since they were little. Like, she has been in love with Landon this entire time, and he always has liked her, but he doesn't want to risk their friendship. So he doesn't do anything. Well, literally, the prologue is somebody drops off the baby to him, be like, this is yours. You're taking care of her. And Knightley, she comes and she helps with the baby. And so it's like a few years later, I think it's almost 8 years later, and she's in her 30s, he's in his 30s, and she's really getting the itch to settle down, have kids of her own, because she's starting to be told by her brothers, and she's really thinking about it, like, this is not her daughter, and she really wants her own daughter. And so she's trying to push herself away from Landon, but Landon's not understanding because she's always there, like, every day. They're always with each other every day. They go to dinner all the time. They go out as like a family all the time. And so the town just assumes that they're together because they act like a couple, and they're not. So she's trying to get a job a few hours away, and he's like, no. And so he's starting to put it together, like, what's kind of going on. Some people have said a few things. So he's realized, like, he needs to act now or he's going to lose her forever. So you really just watch that. But it's just like, it wasn't my favorite. It's not very long. It's 154 pages. So I finished it pretty quickly. I mean, it's 3 stars, 2 spice. It's nothing really like special, but I feel like the books after this will get better because I already kind of know the town a little bit more, and I know the people that it's going to follow. So I really do want to continue on in that little series. Well, then I read Santa's Coming by Serena Peer, and this is the first book in the High Five novella series. And I like how they're short and sweet. Like, this book was very short. It is 59 pages, so very short, to the point, but it was very well written. I did like it. I'm only giving it 3 stars because, like, I wish it was longer. I understand why she wrote it the way she did, but, like, I wanted a little bit more. Like, this could have been a full novel. It really could have. But you're following Nicholas and Emily. And Emily is a single mom. She wants to do everything right by her son. And she had, like, a divorce, and she really doesn't talk to him very much. And her friends are like, you need to do something for yourself. So we're going to go to a bar. It's called High Five. And so they get there, and there's a guy dressed as Santa, and her friends bet her that she won't, well, they want her to go sit on Santa's lap and take a picture. So she goes up and she asks him, can I straddle your lap and turn around and look like I'm caught with Santa for a photo? And he said, yep, nope, no hesitation. And he like grabs her, pulls her onto the lap. She turns, but they make eye contact and there's a spark. Well, Nicholas, the guy in the Santa suit, he owns the bar. He's new to town. He's seen her a few times. He just has not gotten the courage to talk to her. So he took this as like his moment. And like he went up to her afterwards and like gets her number. And she she has his name in her phone, has his name in her phone as Santa. And they keep that charade up until Christmas Eve. And because she doesn't have her son on Christmas Eve. So he comes over and things happen. But like afterwards, I wish we got a little bit more of them together afterwards, because you don't actually know if they're together. I'm assuming they are, but I don't know. It was short, sweet. It did what it needed to do. Well, then my last one, I just finished it, is I Really Can't Stay by A.R. Rose. I don't really know why it's titled I Really Can't Stay. I thought it would be kind of like Snow Stuck by Elle Rivers that I read a few days ago, because I Really Can't Stay. I'm thinking you're kind of like almost like snowed in, like Snow Stuck, and that isn't really what happens. It's a girl named Elizabeth. She goes by Z, and something really bad happens to her, which I won't say because I waited until like 60% of this book to figure out what the heck happened. I kind of knew, but I needed it confirmed. And she is alone. She has no more family. So Thanksgiving was really hard. And her friend makes a comment. Her name is Genesis, makes a comment saying, like, you don't need to be alone for the holidays. Like, you need to be with somebody, like anybody, like friends, anybody. So she decides to go on a dating app and pretty much change her name to Holly North, and that she's pretty much pimping herself out for dates. Like if they have a work, Christmas party, they need to bring somebody, she'll go. But on it says no, nothing's gonna ever happen. Like it's just for looks to get you by. So she messages like four different men, and she goes on dates with each one. But this girl is so accident prone, and I'm accident prone, but this girl took it to a whole other level. It was ridiculous. It was a little bit too much, and all I kept thinking was, Some Like It Scott. And like she is accident prone, but it made more sense in that book than this book. Like to this, it just felt like she was trying to add something funny, and it just wasn't funny. It was just like, girl, get it together. Like, pay attention. Like, I am accident prone. I trip all the time, but I am trying so hard to be aware of my surroundings. And it's like she's not even aware. It was irritating. And so she goes on her dates with the four guys. The last one she goes with is Landon. He's a doctor, and his parents really want him to settle down and have kids. So they go, and she's talking to them, and he doesn't know her real name either. So he doesn't know her name's Elizabeth. Well, she decides after dinner she wants to go for a walk. So she goes for a walk, and she sees a Christmas tree farm. So she goes to the Christmas tree farm. Mind you, this is Christmas Eve, and where she's at, it's snowing. And she gets to the Christmas tree farm. She's looking around. She trips over an extension cord, falls into a tree, and knocks like four trees down before the owner of the place stops the trees from falling and helps her up. Well, they're immediately attracted to each other. And his name is Miller. And I was waiting. I was like, hey, she's with all these guys. Where the heck is this other one going to come in? Like, what is happening? And there is immediate attraction, and she has to explain everything, like what's going on. And it's really funny because the next day he shows up at the house because he is related to Landon. So she really has to explain things. And they do not, like, she doesn't spend Christmas alone. He goes with her, which I thought that was nice. But everything else, like the things they were saying, I was like, I really don't get cringy. I was getting cringy in this book. Like I was like, ugh, I don't like that. Like that's a little too much. That's a little bit too on the nose. Or like they friggin' burnt a s'more, and I'm like, girl, get your head out of your butt. Like, come on, like get it together. I was so frustrated. So frustrated. Like I'm giving it a 2.75. I can't give it a 2.5 because it's not like I didn't enjoy myself, but like towards the end, it was like every page I was like, oh no, cringy, cringy, cringy. I don't like that saying. Or like when, in the epilogue, almost every epilogue, they either get engaged or married. So they get engaged. And it's, oh, hi, fiance, or oh, thank you, fiance. I'm like, please don't. Please don't. Ugh. I could not. I could not. The spice wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. It was, I gave it a 3 spice because they actually show doing it on page, but it was nothing crazy. Like Krampus Craft, that's 5 stars. I'm sorry, but whew. But yeah, I liked the first book I read from A.R. Rose, Only One Night, and that one still, I'm surprised by the ending of that novella. But like this one, I wasn't really a big fan of this one. I really wasn't. But yeah, those are the books I read for this week. I mean, I feel like I did good. I mean, it's not like I read amazing books. I mean, I had 1 4-star, I had 2 3-stars, and 1 2.75. I think what is happening is I'm reading too many Christmas books back to back. I think I have to spread them out a little bit more. Because when I focus only on Christmas books like I did, I'm getting burnt out because I'm just like, okay, too cheesy, getting a little cringy here. Like that doesn't seem realistic. That wouldn't happen type of situation. So yeah, I'm gonna finish here. If you're interested in any of these books, or if you have read any of these books, comment down below. Um, I'm thinking we should leave a Christmas tree emoji for I Really Can't Stay in the comment section because she falls into a Christmas tree. Yeah, that sounds about right. So if you've made it to this far, leave a Christmas tree down in the comments. And I hope you liked this video, and I hope you come back for the next one, and I will see you later.